Today's episode of Tool Review Tuesday features the Makita 18V Impact driver. Let's get started. Check it out, guys. We have a Makita tool I'm showing you today. It's this right here. It's the Makita 18V LXT lithium-ion brushless quick shift mode 3-speed impact driver kit. And when I say kit, it includes two 5 amp hour batteries. And then also in the kit includes this carrying box right here. It's a nice toolbox that it comes with. So plenty of room inside here. Let me open it up for you. The manual, the impact driver fits real nice right there. There's a charger, a rapid charger that goes right here, and then there's room for the other spare battery. You could easily put some screws in there, and I also have room right there. It's pretty spacious. I was able to fit another little bit case in there. In this video, I'm going to try to quickly explain all the features and benefits of this impact driver right here. And then I have some tests that I think are going to be really awesome. Some I'm going to do outside. That's some footage I captured yesterday. And I also have a couple other tests I'm going to show you in my garage today. They're going to be awesome. So I think you're going to want to watch the video all the way through. So let's look at some of the specs first of this right here. Model number XDT14T. This is the 18V line right here. So if you were to ask me what's like the perfect size battery, I'm gonna say a 5 amp hour battery. If you wanna say something different, put it down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. But I think a 5 amp hour battery is gonna give you a lot of power. It's gonna last you a long time. So I got a question for you. When you're storing your tools, do you prefer keeping it in a hard shell case like this or a soft shell bag like this? Please let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts. For me personally, I've done a lot of work using an enclosed cargo trailer, and in the rack system right there, the storage shelves, this seems to fit pretty nice having a hard shell case. So if you get several that are similar in size, it's kind of nice to just line them up all nice and neat. That's just me, but maybe a bag might work better for you. So I'd like to just hear your reasons on why you would vote for one over the other. So here's the charger that comes with it. That's the other spare 5 amp hour battery. This is a rapid charger, so it will actually charge this battery in 45 minutes, which I think is pretty awesome. So my plan this summer is to build a deck, so I think I'm gonna be using that impact driver quite a bit. So I'm thinking that it'll last longer than 45 minutes. I think the batteries will definitely, and the charger will keep up on the work that I'm doing. Check back this summer. We'll see how that works. One of the reasons that this is a rapid charger, it has a fan. So when you plug it in, you can hear that moving the air. So the battery stays cooler, which helps it charge faster. When I was outside yesterday, really putting this through the test, I had on some cargo work pants, the Duluth Trading Company fire hose pants. And they have a little loop over here on the side. And it's perfect for this little tool clip right here. So I just put it on there, and I had both other hands full. And 3.3 pounds really is quite minimal for considering all the power that this thing has. The height of this is pretty similar to other models that I own, 13 inches tall. So this measurement right here, I'm gonna call it nose to tail, front to back. It's only 4 5/8 inches long. I can see this size right here being really handy working inside cabinets. Over the years, I've installed a lot of squeak enders up on the floor joists, and I could see something like this being really easy to maneuver in that situation right there. All right, let me show you the light that it has. There's actually two LEDs right next to each other. So I'll show you how this compares. I'm gonna go to another clip, how this compares to two other very popular brands. Here's a look at 3 different brand impacts. The Makita one is in the middle. You kind of get a sense of the light. So when you pull the trigger, the light stays on for about 10 seconds, which is, I'd say, pretty adequate. I'd say lighting comes in really handy, like when you're working inside cabinets or underneath something where there's just, or even a new house, new construction where they don't have the power on yet, especially like in a basement. It's great to have this little light right here. The motor is brushless, so you're gonna get a longer life from it. It's more commercial grade. It delivers 3,600 max RPMs and 1550 inch-pounds of torque. And it also has this battery indicator. There's 4 bars, so you can see the battery is fully charged. And then on the front right here, if you push this button, actually you'll see like nothing happens. So you actually have to pull the trigger in order to change this. So there's actually all 3 there. That's high, then medium, then low. And then as you can see, that T mode right there, that's the tightening mode. It's great when you're drilling into like metal like this. So it starts out really fast, and then once that screw goes into this, then it will slow down to an adequate speed, so it's not gonna strip it out, or it's not going to bust the screw. So it's great in that T mode is that it automatically controls it for you. So it's smart technology. Gotta love it. Pretty easy to go between the forward and back, pulling the trigger. So I'm happy with it. Nice ergonomic grip, I'd say. And this also features the XPT technology. That's extreme protection technology. That's made to keep the dust and dirt from getting inside of here, which could really wreak havoc on the motor. That's one thing I learned when I first started doing construction. I was an apprentice, and I remember like laying a drill down in the sand, and right away I was told that that's a no-no, that you don't want to draw that stuff in there, because there could be like magnetic parts that could pull that sand in, and once that gets in the motor, that's not a good thing. So the one thing with the XPT technology, you're going to be able to have a longer service life with this impact right here. And this also has an efficient motor in here, and it senses when it needs to put more power into the work. So it's conserving the energy and using only what it needs. So when it's really bogging down, then it delivers all the power that you need. But you're gonna get actually 50% more runtime out of a battery charge based on that technology alone. I've noticed that like on one of my snow blowers, it has a similar technology, and it's just kind of humming along, but when I get into a big heavy drift, you can hear that motor kind of just like shifting down, and that's essentially what this does, is it shifts into a powerful mode, and the power will match what you need to deliver to get the job done. Has a 3-year limited warranty. So I have a full battery charge on here. We're gonna put this thing to the test. I'm gonna move the camera over there and show you what this thing is capable of doing. I'm gonna show you the tightening mode first, and I have these pieces of sheet metal right here. So this also has the one-handed loading right there. Actually, with one hand, you can actually take it out by pulling that collar out. But in order to load it, you don't have to pull that collar. You can just go like that. It's ready to go. So if you're wondering about this bit right here, that's the Impact Gold right here. So Makita really makes some nice impact bits. So now we're gonna check one more time, make sure it's on the tightening mode. So when you pull the trigger, that lights up. So yep, as you can see, it's on the T right there, so we're good to go. And what I'm gonna do is just join a couple of these pieces together right here. Right? And let's just do a few more. Let's go through 3 layers. This is just scrap, so I'm gonna end up just tossing it when I'm done. So if you're doing any kind of mechanical work, heat ducts, stuff like that, this will be a real handy tool for that. Alright, so as you can see, did a great job. So here's my next test. I have 100 of these screws right here. They're 3-inch deck screws. I'd say that's probably the most popular size you're gonna find when you're installing decking. So I did for this test, I have 10 rows. I'm gonna put 10 screws in each one, so 100 screws. And then we're gonna just see what the battery level looks like. Right now, it's at 4 bars. So then we're also gonna see how this Makita bit right here, it's the T25 bit, how that holds up. So I'm thinking it should be pretty much a breeze, I would say, but you know, you never know. So that's what I'm testing out for you guys, so you can also see along with me how this works. So let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna wear eye protection, and then as you can see right there, the speed is on high. So after running 100 really fast, I don't feel any excessive heat coming off of this. It definitely has plenty of power. Let's see what kind of battery power. Ready? You think we're gonna be on 3? Yep, 3 out of 4, that was my guess. Not bad. That's 100. 3-inch screws. Pretty impressive. We're gonna turn these 2x10s on the side. When I build retaining walls, I've used these timber locks right here. This is a 8-inch timber lock. So we'll see how, if I can put this straight down in there, how that works on speed 3. Okay, ready? I'll just get started. Okay, ready? There we go. For retaining walls, that's an awesome way to do it. All right, I've got another one. So if you're curious what it's like going on a different speed, so far I haven't really showed you the other speeds yet. All right, so let's go to the medium speed right now. As you can see, the medium's a slower rate, but it's still turning it. Let's try it on the low speed, see if it actually turns it. The low speed's really made for like delicate things like cabinet screws, things like that, going at a real low speed where things are a little more delicate. Let's just see if it turns it for kicks. It is turning it, but at that rate, it would probably take about 4 minutes, I would say. All right, so let's go outside and give it a test. All right, for this test right here, we're gonna use some 3-inch deck screws, and I'm gonna run through a 2x6 here into this 2x8 right here. So I'm gonna put 3 per board. And I have this on full power. Let's see how this goes in here. And I don't know if the temperature makes a difference, but just so you know, it is about 20 degrees Fahrenheit out right now. Driving right in. Let's try the medium speed now. All right, so as you can see, definitely have to go to full power. All right, the next item is the 3/8 by 10-inch lag bolt right here. It uses the T40 torque spit right here. That goes all the way in. That'll go through this, and into that. Ready? All right, that did well. That's definitely a long bolt. This definitely did a great job, and it's, like I said, it's not overheating. So if there's a test that you'd like to see that I didn't think of doing, let me know. Put that comment down below. I'd be happy to put that on my Instagram feed or one of my stories. If you're not following me there, I'm at Mark Thomas Builder on Instagram, all one word. And if you're considering making the purchase of this, hopefully I was able to show you how this thing works and what you're gonna get with it and how it holds up. So yeah, if you enjoy this video, if you find it interesting and informative, please give it a thumbs up to help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.